My sister gave me this cute shirt. Isn't it cute? I wish they had this filter without the bubbles. It's my favorite. Hi, Julie. Does this look a little retro? A little bit. Yay! You made it. Eh, let's see who's here. Hi, Gloria. Oh, yay. Good job. Good job for starting your job. I know it's been a minute. I need a new one of these lights. Okay. It's still kind of yellow, isn't it? Hey, Charisma. Thank you. All right, let's get busy with our list. I should do it like this. I see. I'm very cherry tonight. My sister gave me this shirt for Mother's Day. Very cherry. I get commercials already. I missed you guys too. Yes. Okay, here we go. Making the list. Making the list. So we've got hey, hey, Gloria, number one. Gloria, 15 bucks. Charisma, 7. There we go. Nice. Jolene. You certainly did. Been a little distracted, eh? Uh-huh. I wish I had your distractions. Oh, loose. Loose. Loose at $10. Thank you, Loose. Okay. Maybe is your love language touch? I bet it is. Mine is too. Everyone, please pray that the bank doesn't lock my bank card again for using the super chat feature. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Banks are so funny like that. Well, whatever happened last time, the reverse of it's going to happen this time because this time Happy retrograde, everybody! Oh my gosh! Mercury retrograde starts today. So I don't know if you noticed, um, I've had some retro readings, a couple of retro readings from TikTok. Yep, today. Today's actually not gonna, you're not gonna feel too much. This feels very still, and I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but it feels like it's a long day, like it's taking forever for everything to happen, to just kind of play out. It's just nice and slow and everything. The only, I mean, I kind of like retrograde sometimes because I feel like it can get more done in the day because sometimes days seem to go a little bit slower. But it'll pick up speed and it'll be back to normal again. You're lucky, Penny. Wow. You got a whole penny, eh? So, Gloria. What is your, what do you want your reading on today? Yeah, doesn't it feel like that? A long time, it's like, I can't wait. So the special tonight is because of Mercury retrograde. I brought out this deck here, this Housewives tarot, which kind of has a retro vintage look to it. It's a little misogynistic too. But let's just hope and pray that it's just the good old days and we don't reverse history and go back into those days for any reason that we don't need to be doing. So, I mean, we can look at it wistfully, nostalgically, but this is the past. This is a retro period of life here. And it's just cute. It's just cute. It really is. So, if you're interested in the retrograde reading, that's going to be with that deck, and the special is $5, I think. When's my honey coming home? Honeycomb. Yes, indeed. The fashion was quite lovely. All right, so they had like some very crazy bras though, and very waist cinching girdles, but the girdles, that's been sort of a thing for many years there. Hey Cheryl, how are you? So, okay, cash up for $5. I'll put you down. You're number 4 now. I heard it too. It went. It's like my Hunger Games call. What is that? He's still waiting for the doctors to release to come home. All right. Well, you know what? You need a timing reading then. Okay, let's see. When is Dan coming home? Right. When's your honey coming home? Ooh, look at the bottom of the deck. This is like 7 days a week. This means one, like fast. How's everybody doing? Everyone doing? Twist it like that. Okay. I'm very cherry tonight. See my shirt, guys? Very cherry. My sister gave it to me. Cherry cook. Oh, that was weird. I thought I saw somebody in the window. It was me. You know, I probably should close the blinds while I'm thinking about it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, don't I have a nice family, man? Things would have been real different if I didn't have my support system all the way. Like, you know, my whole life really had great support. Okay, let's see when is your honey coming home? Hi, Cherry and friends. Let's see, Gloria. There's your honey. Dan, right, Dan? Anyway, when is your honey coming home? He wants to be read. Usually when the querent or your poi comes out, they want to be read about. I mean, when you're the querent, which is not you because you're not a man. So then it has to be your person of interest. That means they want to send you a message. Ooh, he's your bear, right? He's your teddy bear. Oh, this has to do with the boss though, too. This is about somebody telling him something. The boss. But it could also represent him too. A nice big burly guy. I think I remember you saying he was kind of just regular size though, right? Do you see him like a bear? My cherries. And we have the cross. So that's about having faith. And and the cross, as far as timing is concerned, is good. It means immediately. Immediately, just immediately. Like tomorrow. It's like in no time. Immediately. The bear, I don't feel like is a timing card. I feel like it's just mostly about your person. But I think this time around, he's a teddy bear. I think this time around, he's gonna be able to stay with you pretty long. Like it's gonna be a long-term visit, a long-term stay, a long-term, like this next move is gonna last for a while. There won't be a lot of changing around going on. And you have, yeah, the scythe is like short amount of time. Like it's gonna happen a lot faster than you expected it to, I think. Like whatever you thought was going to, whatever length of time you were expecting or preparing for, it's going to go a little bit faster than you thought. So that's good. In your stars, the hopes and your dreams, what you wish for is going to come true. So kind of what you're wishing for, not exactly what you're expecting, but what you're wishing for. So you're kind of expecting the same old bureaucracy to happen again, but now instead you're gonna have success this time around. So that's the funny thing about retrograde too. It's a regular time, if whatever was not working so great will actually start working better during retrograde. And then of course the reverse, like normal things that we're used to working at a certain pace will take on a different personality completely. But I feel like, yeah, you're gonna feel very like peaceful with each other, happy. It feels nice. Let's see what your tarot has to say. I'm gonna go retro on your tarot. Yeah, he's a healthy guy. Good. He seems healthy. It looks like he's healthy. The stars definitely represent, you know, like bright, clear health, good health. Let's see what else. You have the Queen of Swords. This is a funny little domestic scene. Queen of Swords represents air signs. I can't remember what sign you are, but in no time you're going to be getting him to help you around the house and stuff. Also, this kind of, I feel like the scythe kind of, well, sometimes when the scythe comes out, I see it like cutting grass, mowing the lawn and stuff, you know. But yeah, it just feels like, oh my gosh, you're here so soon. Well, guess what you can do? You can fix my rose bushes. I mean, or my, like, I'm just like swamped with yard work. And he's like, yeah, great. It's putting me to work already. Let's see what else. All right, I'll take it. Maybe he's gonna need some back help. Yeah, don't push him too hard because his back, he might need some, you know, I don't know how he feels about it, but acupuncture might be helpful for his back. At the very least, some physical massage therapy or a chiropractor or something. I think that would make him feel happier if he had something to like. Oh, I feel like he's got little prickly, pokey feelings. He just needs, you know, I'm just like hearing he needs foods to eat, foods that have like olive oil. It's rich in oils. Like he can get some lubrication. He doesn't like needles. Well, I think that he, I think he's gonna feel like some, like kind of that feeling though, like arthritis a little bit, the way arthritis feels, just sort of little pains here and there, like pokes, like being poked, like he has pokes in him. So it, what would make him feel better if he did like stretching exercise. He might go home with a list of like a some physical therapy exercises or something. You might have to help him with those things. Okay, I don't know, something like that. He's just, I feel like he's feeling like physically he's just a little sensitive. He's gonna be a little more sensitive to stimulus. His body. There you go. Look at that. You're gonna give him a nice balance. Everything's gonna be in a nice balance. The home life, the kids, the pets. Did you have any kids from? You already. I thought you might have had, not with him, but with that you had kids. But anyway, whoever this kid is, things are gonna feel in balance. Like you have a lot to do, but you're gonna be happy doing it all. Okay. He has a daughter. Okay, there you go. Oh, interesting. I feel like, see, I'm getting back this theme of things that he needs to eat that will help his joints or will help him physically. Like certain foods will make him feel better than others. Anyway, the high priest is, in general, is like your higher self, inner knowledge, knowing what, like instinctively what to do. And then I think it's cute that we have the syrup here. So some things, certain foods will be better than others. Certain things that you can, I think you're just gonna have to play around with, and use your instincts with what activities, what kind of foods, what kind of things that he can do to make himself feel better. Because, yeah, we have, this is kind of scary, but don't be scared by the death card, especially when it's mayonnaise and it says salmonella. But I think this is just a really strong warning. Just be careful that he eats good foods, right? That's nothing. And I think that also can stand for medications and not mixing medications. So just keep an eye on whatever he's ingesting, whatever, all the foods and all his pills and whatever he's taking in, that everything is nice and balanced. I think that's going to be your job to make sure he's getting his proper painkillers and nutrients, and not just stuff to kill the pain, but also stuff to diet to help cope with it better. I don't know about you, but like, say for instance, here's something that I found about like myself. I've done a variety of diets, and mostly, of course, it was to lose weight or whatever. But one thing I have found is that, like, when I go low carb, um, of course I lose weight, but it's more than just losing weight. It helps. It's kind of an anti-inflammatory. So like, so just sort of the pressures around my joints subside a lot when I don't eat those kinds of foods, and it just makes me feel less achy and arthritis-y, you know what I'm saying? So like, if I want to treat myself well, then that I know that there's certain ways to eat to make myself feel better, right? And certain, like, good fatty foods and olive oils and that kind of thing is actually helpful. So those are some things to consider. I mean, like, definitely talk to the doctor, and or he's talked to his doctor and he'll tell you all about it, what he needs. So the world card is really good. It's like he's come home with a file, a file of things. But it's also kind of like saying, hey, you're well enough to maybe travel. You're well enough to do some things that you've done before, and just take it easy. But it's kind of like a different list, like a permission list or whatever. I like how, like, you have family there, like there's just, like, he's gonna have lots of fun. He might want to, he might feel frisky and stuff and want to try to work on those areas and between the two of you. And then you have Four of Pentacles, so it's like, at the same time, just like not going overboard, being cautious with finances, cautious with his body, cautious. Like, this is interesting because it's plates, and plates are fragile, so cautious with all of that. But I think very excited to start. You guys are going to be very excited to start a whole new world, and little by little things will ease up and feel better. Let's see what the season of the witch has to say, because this is still Beltane season. I consider May Beltane season. I'm going to probably use this deck At least until maybe August, maybe September. No, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna get that Samhain deck too. But Guacamole says that the Yule deck is no good. But it looked pretty to me, so I don't know. Hi, Amira. Alright, let's see what else. I love this. It's kind of so honey colored. Oh, May 22nd. Okay, we'll have a party for you. Okay. This one's really good. Oh, this is really good. The flower crown. Look how pretty. Flower crown. Let's see what this is the first time the flower crowns come out. The flower crown says, wear your power proudly and unapologetically, for it is your birthright and is eternal like the soul. Hey, Terry. So let's learn more about the flower crown. Everybody's here, but except Guacamole. Wonder what happened to Guacky. Alright, so this is talking about circles. As with all circles, a flower crown represents eternity and the endless cycle of life, death, and rebirth. So yeah, you're going through, but together, him individually and you guys together are going through a rebirth. It's like coming out of this, new life, new life, a new chapter. You may hear talk of this cycle quite, and also then we think of Mercury retrograde when I hear cycles, right? You might hear talk of this cycle quite often, and for good reason, as the rebirth cycle reminds you that nothing ever truly dies. And guess what's the best thing to do during retrograde? Things that start with re. So if it's rebirth, hey, hallelujah, yeah. Good one, good one. Everybody have a rebirth during retrograde. All right, so what was is simply renewed. That's a good one. Renew, recycled, recycled during retrograde into new life, perhaps taking on different form, but with the essence of its power remaining the same. As with the gorgeous blossoms of spring, you can be restored. If you're going through a difficult time, know that you will receive a change in fortune soon. You are currently in a place of death so that something new and beautiful can emerge. The flower crown is a card of hope and will often appear when you are losing faith. Remember that no cycle, good or bad, can last forever, even though it may feel that way at times. The presence of this card is a welcome sign that better days are just around the corner, just a short time ahead. Just a short time? Your original question. When's he coming back? And it's the last sentence is, better days are just a short time ahead. That's your answer. It's in the book. In the same vein, if you received an unusual period of good fortune, then that might reverse. But obviously, you've done the karmic stuff, and now you're going to get the rewards. Okay. So take advantage of this fortunate time, and it just represents karma, is like what I just said. What goes around comes around. Be sure to be kind with your good fortune and use it wisely, as the universe will reward your kindness with even better blessings sometime down the road. Very nice. So you're coming into a good karma period for yourself. Who knew? Like if regular time was frustrating, then retrograde will realign your life and make you be happy. Have happy times. Let's put this over here. So welcome everybody to retrograde. Today is the first day of Mercury retrograde, and I'm not afraid. I'm just going to take it one day at a time and double check everything I do. And even if that doesn't always work, I'm not going to get too, I had my first challenge today, retrograde. I went to the store to get hazelnut flavored creamer and Black Forest ham. And they did not have either of them this time. I was like, well, then I'll get French vanilla and chicken instead. Oh well, it's like being adaptable. You just go with plan B, right? And don't get all hung up that it didn't go. Like, I must have my Black Forest ham. I will search the universe for it. That's not necessary. It's not going to do you any good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good metaphor for dealing with this time. Don't get too hung up on your first inclination, because that's just going to make it harder on you. So just like, okay, I'll go for chicken. I like chicken. Sometimes you have to go with your second favorite, and sometimes you have to admit to yourself, I kind of like chicken equally to Black Forest ham, so it's not like a major, it's not like a major sacrifice. And thank God I can even buy chicken. Thank you, God, for the abundance in my life, so I can buy chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you get through this time. That's how you get through. You've been seeing 222 a lot. So did I get all your questions, Gloria? I feel like I answered the main question. We got do you want? I think let's get some messages. We can also see how he's feeling. Let's see. What does he want to say? What does Dan want to say? He said, how do you do it? Making me feel like you do. He likes you. I think he can't wait for some of that physical touch that Jolene's going through right now. I drown in memory. Like, all I can think about is the good times. He wants them back. I know it's a different chapter. It's not going to be exactly the same, but he's just looking forward to it. You're like a shooting star in the rain. You give him so much hope and joy. He's very excited. All right, and let's see how he is feeling right now. We got, oh, that's nice. I think he's got his eye on the big prize, like long lasting. And that's what the bear represents too, like forever, like being together long term. So he wants to have this dance for the rest of my life. Will you be my partner every night? When we're together, it feels so right. Can I have this? Or something like that. I think I wrote the wrong lyrics, but anyway, the point of it is wanting to dance with you, wanting to be with you. All right, long term. Good job, goodness, good. Okay, so Charisma's next. I don't know, maybe I should, nope, Terry, the list is still open. I'm going to go ahead and take a second to type up the list. And Goose and Cheryl. And then if you want to get on, I think you would be the next. Oh, look at my crazy. Spirit and I are fighting on what to do, so I'm gonna need help. Scrabble or charms? Oh, well, let me do letters, but I'm just saying this is the best setup for Scrabble or charms. But if you trust me, I will do Scrabble. I just added some, so I have like these pretty iridescent Scrabble. I guess I could show you on a tray or show you on a card. I'll show you on a card. That's what I'll do. I'll show you like this. This one is not very... Oh, you know what? I'm going to use the roses instead. The rose cards have a better backing. There. Okay. We have a K and an A and a W and an I, another W, a Y, a Z, R, another Y, an S, and an A. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in a W and a Y and see if I can get out something else. We got an N. And an A. Got a lot of A's. Okay, I'm going to pick it up. A T. Okay. Try. Can. Feels like a can-do attitude. Is okay. So here's what we got so far. Oh, really? TK. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There you have it. TK is TK. Let's see if I can get a message from TK or spirit about TK. TK. He's crying for you. Keep crying for you. Keep trying for you. There's no one else. Okay, what is that? This is no ordinary love. So he's basically saying, I am keep trying for you. I keep crying for you. There's nothing like you and I, baby. This is no ordinary love. The ordinary love. When you came into my world, something, something, something. Let me find those lyrics. We'll say that's your extended message. No ordinary love. I keep crying. I keep trying for you. There's nothing like you and I, baby. This is no ordinary love, no ordinary life. When you came my way, you brightened every day with your sweet smile. Didn't I tell you what I believe? Did somebody say that a love like that won't last? Didn't I give you all that I got, baby? So, there. Okay, I don't know why he seems sad. Oh, Charisma. I'm back. What? What? Oh my God. Your your son's godfather? What was it, like people that you know? Or was it just random? Like, not that it matters. That's so scary and sad. Oh, trains. I thought I was gonna see downtown Fairbanks. I thought I was gonna see, like, I don't know, I was thinking I saw like a trance, but there's not letters for trance, but there's letters for trains and rain and away. Away. Alright, I don't know. Trains. Alright, Jolene, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about it. Maybe we can say a little prayer for your family. Or I. Oh yeah, Rhode Island. I think he's got a message for you though. It's hard to know what to say or do. Like, yeah, yeah, may he have a, well, yeah, hopefully his killer will be caught. May he have justice. May he rest in peace. And may your family have protective, loving energy around you during this time. Oh, he was. Okay, wow. Yeah. I have Terry. I don't know if Terry hopped on, and Luce. Uh, oh, Luce. Oh, you want to see if your cousin can come on? I think I have a space. I think I have a space. Sorry, guys. I don't know what to say. Yeah, rain sort of made me feel like it was an echo to the tears. You're right. And then I feel like um he's saying something about staying in, stay in. So maybe it's like stay in touch or stay in because he's scared for you. Oh, you also have star. You also have stare. You have stain. Stare, stain, star. You have arc. You have NY. I don't know if New York has anything to do. Stay in, yeah. You have car. You'll have Stark as well. You have, if we had a G, you would have a lot of ings in here too. You have Carrie, but like you have crying, trying, Karen, you know, like the slang way of saying some of these words. I think I get it. I'm wanting to go to New York for a trip. Oh, but I don't drive. So I've been thinking of taking a train. Wow, that is definitely in here. All of those words. New York, the train, the car is in here. I was about to actually say trek, but there's no E. concert. Oh. So, as far as like positive and negative, well, we have why, like, yeah. So, to see if that's a good thing to do. I, depending on when this concert is, if it's in May, I would say like do some real good uh, research on the trains. But if it's out of Mercury retrograde, like it's a trip like later on in the summer, then I think no problems. We have yeah. Um, Ken, you think you have family you can stay with? And I might have a ticket too here. Kind of a, yeah, almost a ticket, but not quite. Um, oh, but we also have nay. So we had yeah and nay. So it's kind of like this could be something that you have to go back and forth thinking about. The pros and the cons. Well, maybe it's nay to the car. Yay to the train and nay to the car. Anyway, but yeah, something about this trip seems important to him to talk to you about. Just is he you're in Rhode Island? Is he in New York? Cherry, since you have a room for me, I'd like to get on the list. Okay. Alaya. Oh, he's in South Korea. Okay. All right. So, um, anything do you want to clarify anything that came out? I can try to clarify with the Lenormand for you. Anything that you in the messages that you want to clarify? You have Ray, Way, you have Kin, you have Yin, you have Yang, you have Stray, is it a good idea to go alone by train? Okay. So would it be okay for Charisma to go alone by train on her trip to the concert? the book makes me like, yeah, just like, do some research, make sure you have your knowledge, you have enough knowledge about the whole train system and everything and how it all works. Also, like, you have a fear of cars or driving, but one of the things that might be interesting is when I have one train experience, and so so a train, because it's just a tiny little track, will go over these big, like expanses, and you feel like you're floating, like there's nothing on either side. Like in a car, there's a road, and you see the road on to the left and the road on the right and the road on the left. You'll see mountains, you'll see scenery. You're gonna see scenery with the train, but it's like in a lot of cases you'll go through mountains, you'll go. So I think what Spirit's trying to say, prepare yourself. If you want to do this, you'll be okay, but it's really about your comfort zone, because it's going to be an interesting experience. What is your level of comfort zone? Do you have like fear of heights, or do you have fear of confinement and things like that? What is it about car driving, that you are afraid of, that you would prefer trains over? Like, weigh everything and see why one thing seems better than the other for you. I prefer, my reason, hey Cassidy, the reason why you don't have a license. That's a good reason. My reason for choosing a train is the romance of it. It's like, Polar Express and Murder on the Orient Express and all of that, like the romance of it. It's a fantasy of mine to have it be with a romantic partner on a train. That sounds like a really fun thing. I think my brother and his wife, when on their honeymoon, they did a train ride, and it was very romantic. Of course, that's the nice thing about trains as opposed to driving. Somebody else is doing the driving, and you can just chill out. They always have, well, the nicer trains, they have the little rooms and everything. They have food and stuff. The train experience I had was a very short trip. It was just a Texas trip. It was from Houston to just to my mom's, basically. Like, I can't believe, like, back then when I was a little kid, I was like, it's so far away, and now I'm like driving it like it's nothing. But yeah, it was Houston to, not Belleville, but it was to the ice cream factory, Bluebell Ice Cream Factory. I remember it was a field trip. We took the train. It's so strange. Third grade. Yeah. Bluebell, the best ice cream in the country. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay. So you have the garden. The garden is like public place. Once you get there, you're gonna like, okay, this is the best idea I ever had. You're gonna feel really good. Social environment's gonna feel nice. You got a ladder. Like, I feel like the planning for it may seem a little bit like you just have to do a lot of research. If you do any research now, it's not going to be super, like, you're not going to get tons of information at this time. But later, more information will come, your tickets will come through, the plans will be in set, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm ready to go. It might take a little while to get to that point, though, because if you're doing any planning during retrograde, you might be facing literal mountains, figurative mountains. You'll be facing literal mountains and figurative mountains. But yeah, it looks like you're good to go. Very nice. So this is just all about doing your research, learn your knowledge of it, you know, learn the route, where you're going, how you're going to get there. But once you get there, things are going to be really good. And this is like documents and paperwork and stuff like that's going to all work out nicely. Okay. That looks like that was a fun little reading. A little bit different. Ooh, it almost says strawberry. We have straw. Aw. Arc. Yeah. Hi. Okay. What was that? I don't know. Okay. So next it's Luce. And then Luce's sister or cousin. I gotta add you to the list. Terry. Elia. Amira. Cassidy. I would like to know, what will the month of May bring to me? Good night, Charisma. All right, let's see. What will the month of May bring to you? Would you like the retrograde reading, or would you like some regular romantic? Enchanted romance. I'm gonna give you. I'm not gonna give you a choice. I'm gonna give you the enchanted romance. Unless you want the retrograde, you want the housewives. Up to you. Yay. Okay, retro it is. Come here, you. Want to say hi to everybody? Hi. Look, Pumpkin, look at yourself. Aren't you so cute? Aren't you cute? Yes. Bite me and lick me, bite me and lick me, bite me and lick me. Just hold on to you for a minute. Unless you want to get down. Do you want to get down? What do you see up here? Lots of good stuff. Do you see yourself? So, what is that song that goes dun 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 dun? It's kind of like a little intermission song. She's our intermission. Pumpkin kisses. Everybody, pumpkin kisses. Intermission. We're having a small little pause. Say hello. Hello, Amira. Hi. No, you don't want to be squeezed? I like to squeeze you. So cute. So cute. So cute. Okay, you want to go down? Ready? You ready? You ready? She might fall asleep, but then I won't be able to use my hands. Go on, honey. Go play. Go play. It's not bedtime for me yet. It's not bedtime yet. Sometimes she puts me to bed. She's like, come on, it's time for bed. Yeah, go play. Okay. Okay, let's see. Retro reading for Loose. Here we go. What will happen in May? What will May bring me? Well, King of Swords came through, like jumped right out of the deck for you. So Loose. This is a man of water, a water sign fella, who is good at making shish kebab. I don't know. Oh, he might. Oh, barbecue. Somebody who might invite you over to a barbecue. Say, hey, we're having some, you know, I don't know, like barbacoa, some pastor. I don't know, some good stuff on the grill for a cookout with friends. And somebody will give you the eye, they'll be like, hey, Luz. Looks like so far so good. Like good friends, good food. Let's see what else. Strength. Scrub soap bubbles. Strength. Oh, you know what I just popped into my head? Was cleaning the grill with the scouring pad. So this deck is kind of fun because it just it conjures up a lot of practical everyday stuff that can happen. Yeah. And I'm feeling you might have a solution. Somebody might say, oh, I want to have a cookout and I have this grill, but I don't know what to do. And you're like, well, first of all, you have to clean it. No, anyway, so I feel like with the King of Swords, interestingly enough, is kind of a guarded person, but yet with you, they feel like they see you as an expert with something. And somehow your strength, your power comes through to them, and they're like, you seem like a person who knows. So I'm going to ask you, for advice. Oh, the Lover's card. This guy's he's gonna fall for you. Because not only does he like the way you look and stuff, hey, Divine Goddess, but he also likes, you. No, he likes your brain. He thinks that you're so smart and you're expert on things. So very interested on you, and this could be somebody that you're going to be dating this month. Somebody going on driving little drives with and going around town with. Anything else that we need to know? Anything we need to know? Let's see what else we got. Ooh, nice. We've got the Nine of Cups. You're feeling so good with this person. It's like a dream come true. It's like you're all the hopes and wishes that you ever had. It's like all coming true. Feeling good. Like a gift, like Christmas, like winning the lottery. Then you have the Four of Pentacles. So one or the other of you, or both of you, kind of going to feel possessive of each other. Like, I found a good one and nobody better try to take him away from me. Okay, well, there you go. It's your husband who's treating you so nice like this. It's your husband. But yeah, nobody's trying to take him away, but you feel very like tight with him. And open, but maybe no, I think these are, do you have any kids? Because kids might be coming through. Knight of Wands coming through. A lot of passion, a lot of sex, a lot of fun in that regard. You have Four of Cups. All right, so Four of Cups may be like parties and things like that, but you might be holding back. Say, no, like I'm trying to cut back on my alcohol or something like that. So you might be cutting back on some of these things. But by the end of the month, you're going to feel like overloaded with a lot of work to do. So let me see if I can read this in, I see, so you have strength. You're going to be, is it going to be a good month of you holding everything together? You're going to have fun with your husband. You're going to, Nine of Cups, with the Cups energy, you could be fertile, you could be, getting there. But Four of Pentacles makes you feel a little extra cautious. Oh, but the Knight of Wands, I feel good, a promise of fertility, of your husband's fertility. And then the Four of Cups. Okay, so Four of Cups could represent like deciding, well, if I'm going to get pregnant, I better not drink. I better not drink coffee even. I'm going to like treat my body really good. But then something happens where you just take on too much. You get a little bit overwhelmed by the end of the month. So I just feel like you're going to have to learn how to delegate a little bit better. But in the next few weeks, things are going to feel like easy breezy and fun and cozy with your hubby and relationships. Feels nice. Then you're going to feel a little wave of like tight with money or budget. But then sexually things are going to get good. It's kind of like these two are like, it's like hot and cold almost, like hot, cold, hot, cold. So here you're feeling like tight or holding, like finances. And then here it's like him coming towards you with his sex appeal, whatever. And this is where you could actually get pregnant, but you have to be open to receive it. And here you're being sort of, oh no, I don't know if I want to. And so you can't, I feel like if you're going to conceive, you have to kind of switch this around. You have to kind of be more of this energy, because you had this earlier in the month and that's good. Maybe it's just he's interested maybe at a bad time, like maybe when you're on your period or something. But anyway, timing is going to be important. Or maybe it could be during a time where you feel like you have too much work to do and you don't have enough time for romantic endeavors. So at the beginning of the month, things are good. Like you have, he's cooking up food, you're scrubbing his grill, you're making time for each other, which you should. it feels nice. It feels good. The energy's happy and everything you wish for. But then you go into sort of a lack mentality, like, and that's when like you're not on the same page. Like he wants more of this one-on-one time and you're like, no, I can't. I'm just overwhelmed with stuff. But you don't have to do all this by yourself. You can get people to help you. So don't let your like don't perceive yourself being having so much to do and not enough time for, your one-on-one relationship. Let's see what the Seasons of the Witch says. Okay. I was just telling my friends I don't want to drink too much because I'm trying to cleanse my body so I can be ready. Yeah, that's good. So that could be what that means, I think. But this just means don't go nuts, like give your don't, you're gonna start saying, I gotta do this and I gotta do this and I gotta do this. And more important than getting everything I mean, that's important, just as important. But it's also important to spend time, loving time, intimate time with your husband. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, I like this. So you will have a very specific fertile time. The maypole is suggesting. I think like within the next few weeks, because this is the better time of the month for you. Well, or you decide for that. You decide. And this is, I am fertile in what I seed, for there is reason to dance and drink upon the riches I receive. So you're going to want to celebrate. Maybe there's that sense of wanting to celebrate and realizing, oh no, I'm trying to keep my body clean for the baby. So yeah, this maypole is about a celebration coming up. Yeah, I feel like this could be the cookout. I don't know. So being fertile. Don't wait for happiness to find you. You can choose to be happy right now, at this moment. Sing, dance, spend time with loved ones, and celebrate just because you're alive. And you can. Focus on enjoying life and doing what gives warmth to your soul. The situation you have inquired about is still developing. No amount of stress or worry will fix your circumstance, but you may find yourself with a sudden spark of inspiration once you allow your doubts to fall away. Solutions can come in the most unexpected ways and will often do so when you give your fears to the universe so you can go out and play. The universe takes pride in your willingness to trust in its power to move mountains on your behalf. You will be rewarded for this trust, and all will be well. Do not think you must obsess over your circumstances to overcome them, and not and nor must you spend every waking thought on your intentions to manifest them. It's like when you make well, let's say you have a catalog and you've picked out a dress, and then you call in and you're like, okay, I like dress blah 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 blah. Well, when you do that, you just trust it's coming in, right? You're not going to call them every day. It's like, so you did get my order on the dress, and you did get the one that I picked. It's blue, and I'm a size 14, and so you do have that, right? And they're like, yeah, it's on its way. It's being processed or whatever. So the next day you call them again, and you're like, now I just want to make sure it's a blue dress, and so that's not how you're supposed to let go, surrender to the universe, receive what you want. You can't just keep checking up on it every day like that, like once you set your intention, the universe understood you the first time, and so like universe will be like, okay, we got your message. We're pretty smart and we figured it out. In fact, we knew what you wanted even when you didn't say anything out loud. So yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like, you set your intention, but it is helpful, like, just if you want to like clarify, write it down, say it out loud, but really it's not something you have to repeat constantly over and over again. The universe knows what you want. Okay, don't obsessing over it doesn't attract it in. It kind of actually sometimes pushes it away. So the best way to attract it in is not to even think about it at all and just have a good time, just live and be happy. Yeah, where the hell have you been, guacamole? I'm dying without you. I can't even write a list. Did you see the list that I made? All my caps were little and my little letters were caps. I can't write. uh but anyway, so yeah, embrace the joys of living. Okay, so that's the maypole message, and you also got self-worship. So, my hands fold as I speak to the stars, watching as the sky holds its breath. It's in stillness that I find all that I am and all divinity within me. Wow, this is really nice. I love this card. This is about don't be shy to stare at your beautiful face. Like sometimes I do that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm staring at myself a lot. Okay, stop like looking at yourself, Cherry. Oh my God, you're pretty. Yeah. Okay, you don't have to like look at yourself so much. But yeah, it's okay. You can look at yourself. A narcissist person, narcissism came from that person, Narcissus, who liked to look at his reflection. And so I think we fear that. We fear being judged, that of like appearance or like looking at ourselves or liking ourselves or being proud of ourselves or loving ourselves. And isn't it crazy? It's like we're on this self-love journey, but at the same time we're almost scared to love ourselves because we don't want to be judged for loving ourselves. It's a little strange, isn't it? But yeah. Don't fear the narcissism. Narcissism in this context of today's society is not the same thing. Narcissism is not nice to people. It's not nice to others. It's so if you're admiring yourself, but you can admire other people too, then you're okay. You're fine. You're fine. See? You're fine. So yeah, you can be at it, sweetheart. So, return to self-care. My hands fold. All right, I already read that, didn't I? It's so beautiful. I'll read it again. My hands fold as I speak to the stars, watching as the sky holds its breath. It's in stillness that I find all that I am and all of divinity within me. That's what I'm going to say every time I look in the mirror. Hi, Cherry. uh, it's in stillness that I am and all of divinity within me. Look at the divine within you, girl. You got this. Okay. So you're in need of some major self-care as you're spread too thin, give too much of yourself. It's almost like that's what this is. Spread too thin and give too much of yourself. So take some time out, give yourself some care. And you had the right idea by like cutting back on the alcohol and stuff. There's a lot of other things that you should do to add to that, but don't obsess over it, right? This is saying like don't get all obsessed over self-care, but yeah, do put in the care, right? It's kind of a funny thing. So, real spiritual work happens in the moments when you make your well-being a priority. Be a little self-centered and focused on nourishing yourself for a change. Worshipping yourself isn't selfish, but rather it's a sign of self-respect and an acknowledgement of the need to save yourself before you're in a position to help others. This message is amplified when it's combined with indulgence. Self worship can also mean you have been putting yourself down, focusing on your flaws rather than seeing how beautiful and worthy you are. How you speak to yourself has more impact than the words of anyone else, as the harsh words you speak about yourself drain you and your energy. Negative self talk can create blocks, doubts, and limiting beliefs that will prevent you from experiencing the blessings you are due. So, this is your reminder to worship yourself and find compassion and forgiveness even for your most unforgiving uh, parts. I forgive you for having dimples on your thighs, Cherry. It's fine. That's fine. No, I gotta go get back on my bike. There's a few things that I want to do. I want to do things a little bit different in May. I feel like Mercury retrograde is for me to do things differently than I have been doing them. Just change it up a bit. I've been like feeling sort of Aquarius energy. I don't know, just like this desire to do weird stuff. Okay, there you go, Luz. I hope that was helpful. Cheryl. Oh, yeah. You want to jump in and do a pendulum question? Where did I put my pendulum? There it is. You're welcome, honey. So I got Terry at $10 and Alaya. Oh, yeah, you got Alaya and Glucky. Good. Okay, that's the one I'm gonna pin. Okay. Hi, Cheryl. If Cassidy, can I go last if you don't mind? That way everyone else who's been waiting goes first. Okay. But for me, it's actually nice to have a little break and do something that's not a full reading, and do that right now. Sorry for being late, Cherry. I had to take my car to the shop and then get a rental, and it was chaos, and now I'm all over the place. Aw, you'd be doing her a favor. Yes, you pretty much you're doing me a favor. All right, if you say so. Thank you so much. Sorry, Cheryl, but she's doing me a favor. If you don't mind, I just need a little break from the card reading. Yeah, I wasn't sure how my day was gonna be. Today is Mercury retrograde, first day of Mercury retrograde. Welcome, guacamole, to the first day of Mercury retrograde. And my son had his eye doctor appointment, and I told him to be ready on time. I got home from my choir practice in time to take him to the doctor, but he and his brother went to the gym, and I told his brother to bring him back early enough. But anyway, it wasn't a big deal. Like, we were only maybe 5-10 minutes late, and the people there were super nice, and his eye appointment went really well, and he got some contacts, so he'll be able to see tomorrow at work, so he's very happy about that. So yeah, it luckily my situation did go without a glitch. So Cassidy, are you gonna ask a question? Look, guacamole! Look at my shirt that my sister gave me. Very cherry. She's like, I thought of you, John. Because you're cherry. I'm like, yeah, I am cherry. It's weird to hear her call me cherry, even though I like hear it all the time. Thank you, Terry. If I go to Cody's house, will he be there? Ooh, okay, let's ask. If Cassidy goes to Cody's house, will he be there? Cassidy goes to Cody's house, will he be there? It looks like yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's a big yes. Is this like a faraway date? Because at first I had to think about it, but it's definitely yes. Like the momentum gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and then it's ta-da! He's there. A very significant meeting I had. My ex-husband, when I first met him, he was my first boyfriend, my first romantic partner, and I got pregnant. And then he runs off to Mexico. I'm like, oh great, I'm pregnant. And so I call him up in Mexico, which was a big deal in itself. Like he had in Mexico, he has to go to the corner. He had to go to a corner to call on the phone. And so basically we had to time this. So he had to go in the corner and wait for me to call this payphone, I guess, on this corner, and finally we timed it right where I could talk to him and hope that nobody else would be there to be on the phone. It was crazy. And so I told him that I was pregnant and that I wanted to come see him in Mexico so we could talk about it and work it out. And he like could not believe it. It was a crazy thing. So I went to Mexico. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, it's just oh, will he be there? Okay, so this big journey I take to Mexico to see this man that I've already known and been with, but it just seemed like such a, major event. I get there and he's not. Took the airplane took 2 hours. Finding his house took 2 more hours. Then when I got there, I had to wait 2 more hours because he was at the gym or something. It was a big ordeal. Anyway, all right. So he ended up being there. So to answer your question, yes, he'll be there. Okay. Okay. Will he finally be honest with me tonight and open up? Let's see. Will he be honest with you and open up? I always like when people say, finally. Will he finally be honest with Cassidy and open up? This is maybe. What do you mean by honest? What do you mean by final? What do you mean by open up? What do you mean by it's there? I think this is one of those loaded questions where it needs you need a full reading to get to the bottom of that. Finally, but it's tending to the yes. Anyway, he's been hiding out at his family's ranch house 2 hours away because he broke a promise. Ah, and he's been ignoring, blocking communication, and avoiding telling me why. He's my baby's father. Okay. Well, you're gonna pin him down. You're gonna see him. But I'm not. I'm not seeing him saying too much. I think you might do like all the talking, and he'll just do a lot of nodding his head. Maybe we'll see. But you're gonna need a fuller message for that, Cassidy. So if you want to stick to the end of stay to the end of all this. I gave you the quickie um pendulum, but if you want more, then you're gonna have to wait until after Elias reading, and then we'll go from there. Okay, then I can look into it a little bit more. So next we have Cheryl. Very Jerry. Cheryl. Did you want the retro reading? Oh no, here we go. Sorry guys. By finally, I mean emotionally open and tell me why he had acted that way, and if he wanted to be honest, I mean, let's be there for me, baby, and put the work on the relationship. Oh no, I gave it to you. It's contagious. Whatever deck you choose, any special messages from my guides. He always tells me he will, but then he goes back on his way. Okay, well, hold on to those thoughts until later if you want more information. I mean, yes or no questions are supposed to be like just a simple yes or no, but if you want more, then yeah, then we do need to wait. All right, Cheryl, let's see what's going on for you. What do your guides want to tell you? And I need to get your. I'm in kind of like a lot of readings I've been working on. Oh, Three of Cups. So your guides are telling you, tell it to my heart. No. Listen to your heart. Your guides are telling you that you may have, there might be somebody coming in that you're going to want to feel that you feel romantic with, that you feel attracted to, you feel excited about, and they're saying it's okay. We know you're balanced. You're a balanced person. You're not going to go all devil mode. You're going to stay within this temperance, moderation, and patience and balance. And so don't like judge yourself harshly. Okay. So then you play hot cold with somebody because you don't want to seem as if you're too eager. Maybe you're afraid of a broken heart. Your heart's not ready yet. You're like, oh no, I've been wanting this, and now that it's here, like I'm scared now. Like I don't want a broken heart again. Oh, but you're the Empress. Girl, you got this. Nobody can mess with the Empress. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like Spirit saying, you're ready. It's time. It's time for this growth, for you to blossom, for you to enter this phase. You're the Enchantress. You're beautiful. You're alluring. People are admiring you. They're tempted. They're drawn to you. They're attracted to you. They can't help themselves. And you can't help yourself by being attractive and glowing and you know, receiving this energy from people. So let's see. Let's see. That one's a good deck. Yeah, I could use that one. Let's see what the L key says. I just happened to have this. Let's see. Oh, okay. You have She Who Persists. Perspective, defiant, persistent. There's Jocelyn. Be persistent. Don't shy away. Or maybe you're going to find somebody who's persistent. And then Manatili, she who remains, powerful, devotion, true worth. Like finding your worth, knowing your worth, just plain knowing it, being in your power. Don't shy away from your beautiful power, your womanly power. Let's see what the roses say. You have the Gambler. All right. So it's about taking chances. You know, not playing it safe, and you're the one that likes to play it safe because you're scared of the heart stuff. That heart stuff. Oh my gosh! The last time I was in the heart stuff, I don't know. Like, you know what? You don't even realize how much you and I we're like symbiotic with each other. I feel a lot of the same feelings that you feel. You know, I've been there. I'm like been there too with you. All you know, I've been single, and I had the bad, destructive kind of marriage, and I've had little like flames here and there, and I've had my heart yanked around, and so I know I've been enjoying being single, and I've been enjoying just like self-love and taking care of myself, but I know sometimes I know me and Guacamole have had this discussion, like, is this just me like liking being single, or is this me being a little bit afraid to love again, you know? And it could be both, you know? So there you go. So the Gambler, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal. What? Cherry, could you also become an Amazon affiliate for the gold foil tarot Nefertari? Yes, I've been keeping my eye on it and I want to buy it when it's a little cheaper. Yes, I can do that. Just hit me up. All right, so the Gambler, Fortune's Yellow Rose. This is Rosa. Okay, so taking a risk could be needed, but ensure you are willing to live with any eventual outcome. As this is a time of unsettled energies. You could win it all or lose it, and you could play it safe, but whatever you decide to do, just watch out for the unexpected as well. Listen to your inner voice and any tingly sensations of caution that are sent your way. The gambler does not leave things to fate, but rather works with deliberation to ensure that the odds are stacked a little better in their favor. Occasional risk takers, they are better at playing the long game. When you feel unfulfilled, what do you think is missing in your life? So this has to do with strategy, risk, stamina, optimism, and intuition. And it's the astrological sign of Gemini. And so I'm thinking also like maybe, you know how they have poker games that you can watch. And sometimes it could be educational to know when people take risk, you know, like how do they feel in that moment when they know it's right to take a risk? Or how do they know in what the moment when it's not, you know, when they want to play it safe and pull back? You know, maybe it's a good way to learn about yourself is for you to go gambling. Like when I go gambling, a lot of people have addictions. I'm not addicted to gambling, but I've only done it a few times. But just allot yourself, like I'm not a big high roller, but allot yourself a certain amount of money that you're willing to lose, okay? as if you were going to an amusement park or something, and you say, okay, I'm just gonna lose $40. That's all I ever did take with me to lose. And I'm not gonna like, I'm gonna play to my heart's content, and I'm till I lose or win, but I'm not gonna. So you give yourself a budget, you take that, and then you play, and then you can observe yourself. Yeah, but recognize the difference between just fear and true intuition, because it's a little can be a little bit different. Fear can come from an ego place, a mind place, kind of a place of um I don't want to say mind games, more like programming, not programming though, influence in the sense, in like um so I'm going to give you an example. Like my friend, well, Summer, she came over once, and her mom was afraid for her to drive. And so she plants the seed like in her head, like, oh no, don't do this. You might hurt yourself. You're gonna be in a bad neighborhood. No, 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 no. So her fears bubble up, and she's saying all this to Summer, and so that makes her fears bubble up. I mean, some of it can't. I mean, basically, there's truth to it, but what you allow yourself to believe in or not believe in is important too. That there's strength in having faith that you'll be protected as well. It's a very fine line, isn't it? Anyway, Cheryl, I know you have good instincts and things. You do. But observe yourself a little bit more and see for sure, like, is this like ego talking? Is this like people cautioning me? Like people that have grown up, like when I grew up and people were saying, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Or is this an actual gut feeling, like from the unit, like spirit really guiding me and saying, no, don't go there, don't do this. Because sometimes fears come from, we have, it's a survival mechanism. It's about survival, but we're not just animals surviving. We're humans ascending and living and learning and growing. And so it takes risk to do all those things. It does take risk to do that. So it's kind of like you have to decide for yourself. Do you want to stay in a stagnant situation out of caution, or do you want to take a risk even if it means getting hurt? But along with the hurt comes great growth and opportunities and knowledge and change and whatever. So yeah, the gambler. The gambler. It's a it's a funny way to look at things. But I think one of the things that we can all try when it comes to stuff like that is observe ourselves in a situation that's separate from like the situation. Like say you're faced with a huge decision and it's a big gamble, a big choice, like a move or something. Well, you can observe yourself in a lesser situation, like go play gambling cards and see what you do. Like maybe you're afraid of your own self. Like maybe you're afraid that you're just too frivolous and you just give away money too fast because you're just having a good time. Or maybe you're afraid that your instincts don't jump in right. Or maybe you're afraid that once you're winning money and you get greedy and you think one more time, and then you realize, oh dang, I was too greedy, and I thought one more time and I was going to win again, but I didn't. So these are little observations you can have on yourself as you're playing these games, as you're actually gambling, to see like, how do I compare this to my life? How do I compare this to things that happen to me? I think that would be an interesting You know what I'm saying? An interesting way to analyze yourself. You know, the way to look into the choices that you've made and things that you do and how you do that as kind of like a fun little game. Sounds like something I might want to try. I don't know. I don't even want to gamble $40 right now. I don't want to drive to Louisiana and I don't want to gamble Florida. No, if I found some friends that I could like travel with, maybe I would do something like that. Back in the day, I did that with my ex-husband because we were both kind of curious about the whole gambling scene. So we tried that, and neither of us were big gamblers, so we just budgeted it and mostly did slot machines, and it was fun. Okay, so next we have Terry. Okay, the special. Let's see what your retro message is here. You're welcome, Cheryl. I hope that made sense. I thought you said cherry. I'm a very cherry. All right. Terry. Terry with the T. Ooh, Terry. You've got Temperance. This came out on my TikTok and I was like, it started off, I felt like all this food started coming up and a bubble bath and it's like, oh, cool. It's like kind of pamper yourself message. So to me this could represent, you know, maybe baking or preparing something or cooking or getting involved in um you know, if you like cooking, you should cook. If you like experimenting with anything like making perfumes or soaps or something like that, that feels like something that you might like to get into. But temperance is all about blending things, balancing things, seeing what one thing works with another, you know? And so right away for a romance reading, it definitely means that you have picked somebody who you're the right blend for you, the right balance. You guys will make a beautiful cake when you're mixed together. You're the perfect cake. You have all the elements to make a lovely cake. All the ingredients. Ooh, you have the Queen of Pentacles. All right. It feels like she's kind of the breadwinner. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you're in a better position to help other people out and it doesn't always feel the greatest. And I know it's can be kind of a little annoying, but I feel you'll get paid back. You know, you'll get paid back if you end up in a position where you have to help other people out. I feel like somebody's depending on you for the next, like, can you pay for this kind of thing? And it just so happens that you're doing well financially. That's coming up. Yeah, look at that. You got a cake. You have a really lovely cake. I'm just gonna, this is also looks like wedding cake. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take this as a good card. It's Three of Swords, but it looks like a wedding cake. And it's in a heart shape and has flowers. I feel like it just means though, um, It's like the Lover's card. You know how you have the man and the woman, and then you have spirit above you. The spirit represents, your faith and being guided. Your connection is being divinely guided. You have a third entity that's watching over you. So it's almost like you have a stake in it, he has a stake in it, but also spirit has a stake in it. Like, it's not just a, a duality, but it's it's a it's like the Three of Pentacles. It's a cooperation, it's a creation. And it could be because you're going to be together and create something together, maybe like a child or something. The Four of Swords, though, is saying, is definitely going back to the whole pamper yourself, rest, relaxation, eating good foods. Yeah, and I've done this before, the whole cucumber on the eye thing. It is so refreshing. It's really good to relieve puffiness too. So there might be something that you want to look into, like beauty things. Or maybe that's part of a business that you're interested in, something having to do with mixing products or ingredients to create beauty products or makeup or something like that. But look at that. Three of Pentacles did come out. So it does look like a collaboration. You and it's like three people. It's kind of like you and somebody else and somebody above you, like, or the boss, or like spirit, or somebody's watching over you. Like, you really have strong guides, spirit guides watching over you, making sure that you're going to be safe and everything's going to turn out nicely. Hey, giggles. So let's see. Let's see what the season of the witch has to say. I'm doing great. How are you doing? Let's see. Oh, you got the goats. Cute. Fearless I am in the path I choose, for I've never been led astray, always finding my way. Oh, and look, he's got a little third eye. So really, your intuition, the moon guidance, your third chakra, not your third chakra, your third eye, which is your sixth chakra. uh, yeah, your third eye, telepathy, psychic, intuition, clairvoyance, seeing something with your third eye, seeing something. Using, you guys, okay, today is Mercury, first day of Mercury retrograde, yay! And then we're going to have a full moon coming up, and it's a solar eclipse, or new moon and solar, anyway, solar eclipse is coming up. So some really strong energies coming up, so be aware, and also do your rituals, use this very potent energetic time to create some good rituals. The goat is a wonderful card to receive. Its presence in your reading is a sign that ideas, opportunities, and projects are entering your life at this time. You may not see this taking place just yet, but trust that things are happening behind the scenes and will soon become known to you. Your task when receiving this is believe in yourself and your gifts. Have you been afraid to reach your bigger goals? Have you limited yourself because you do not believe you're able of achieving greater things? Goat is here to challenge you to step outside your comfort zone and to scale a bigger mountain. As goats only need a few inches of space to keep their footing, you only need to take small steps to work toward your dreams. You may not have what you need to cross the finish line, but each small action pushes you one step closer. Perhaps you have already achieved much, but wonder if you can reach even greater heights. No matter your step on the success journey, know that talent is only one part of the equation. The only thing truly needed to that you need to rise is believing that you can. The rest can be learned as you go. Ooh, I like that. So believing in yourself is way more powerful than just the talent itself. That's why a lot of times what happens, you're like, wow, they got so famous or popular, or they did this. How did they do it? Like they're okay. I mean, they're not like crazy talented. They're pretty good. Some people are crazy talented, but there's other people who are just like okay compared to others. And then, but somehow, because they had like this, they just have this vision of themselves. They just see themselves. They just really feel their worth coming through and this energy coming through. Just kind of, there's a lot. It's a lot. It's interesting how it happens. All right, let's see now. Let's get a Rose's message for you too. I like this one so much. I'll just have to shuffle it like this. Oh, Rose's. I think we'll take this one. The Child. Are you interested in children, Terry? Because I feel a child energy coming through your cards. Like this creating something, like creating, like making a baby. This theme comes up. So the Child. It's time to trust a little more and to let go of anything that has become tightly wound. Freedom, playfulness, and a lighter approach is recommended. In the art of play, we often find answers and ideas that were clouded before in the covets of our fears and overprotectiveness. Be wary of being too flippant or irresponsible. There's a balance that needs to be achieved. So balancing keeps coming out. And the Child will show you innocent and purity, a way of lightness and trust. That's excellent foundation to emulate. So what can you nurture within you that needs more time to grow? This is about survival, innocence, life, family, playfulness, and it's the sign of Aries. Okay. It's tapping into your inner child and also seeing the world like as if you're a child with wonder and going about things in a more innocent way. So yeah. Oh. No baby for me. Oh, really? You turned 50, huh? Really? I know. It's like are you have you hit that phase yet? Because it ain't over till it's over. All right, so I guess you're gonna create something. You're gonna create something. A baby of a project to create something though. Something's on the horizon for you. That's fine. It's all good. Well, I hope you liked it. And now we have Alaya. Oh, you're not happy about turning 50? I know, I don't like 50 either. Now that I'm 53, I like the middle numbers. I like 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like anything after 5, whatever decade I'm in. I don't want to be anything but what I've been lately. So I'm okay at 53. It still seems weird, but whatever. It's just a number to me. Hi, Alaya. Very cherry. Alaya, are you very cherry? I'm ready to go to bed. Pumpkin hasn't come back to bother me. My question would be, what the guy that I had, what the guy, what, what the guy would be, what the guy that I had mentioned about on Friday, the one being the third person, I'd like to know what he thinks of me, or if I should just close that off. Okay, should you just close off that guy, the one? Can we give him a, we don't have to give him a name, but can we give him like at least a sign? A sign? The zodiac sign? What he thinks. Let's see. What's he feeling? What is that guy feeling? What does he think of you? He's a Libra. Okay. What does Libra think of Alaya? Or feel? I'm going to say feeling because these are feeling cards. Snack. How does Snack feel about Alaya? Okay. Ooh. Snack thinks you're attractive. You are so beautiful to me. That's good. Anything else? Oh, renewed energy. I don't know what's come over me, but I'm feeling so exhilarated and alive. Like maybe he wants to go dancing with you. He feels joyful. Feeling lighthearted when I'm with you. Oh, he wants to take you on a date. A whole new world. Feeling like I'd like to take you on a ride, show you a whole new world, and spend special, memorable time with you. And anticipating. Looking forward to the next time he sees you, eagerly awaiting the results and the rewards. He is hard at work though, so sometimes he has a lot of focus on work, and so it's not about him ignoring you, it's just he likes to focus on work. I kind of get that work could mean something other than work. But not like girls, but like, oh, he feels kind of certain about you. I think he wants to marry you. Without a doubt, you're the one for me. My other half, will you marry me? He's determined. I will find a way to make this right. We will be together. I have a plan. And here goes, work came out again. Bless you, bless you. Ooh, twin flame came out. My one, my life, my other half. Like a great storm, the two of us shake the tree of life down to the hidden fibers of its roots. There you go. Love came down again. Oh, love and joyful look very similar. Feeling warm, cherished, and blessed to be connected to you. So, a lot of good stuff is what he's feeling. Let's see what your retrograde message is. What's coming up? Oh, you got the Fool. Kind of like ready to take some chances. Ready to take some chances on you. What song is that? Oh, you have to believe we are magic. Don't let your aim ever stray. So this kind of feeling like, wow, there's sort of a magical quality about us. It's like, I'm ready just to, like throw in the, my all, just go for it. Knight of Cups, he wants to wine and dine you. Oh, nice. Oh, to a hobbit house, how cute. You like that? So the Ace of Swords, he's gonna come clean. He's gonna tell you his true feelings. Not gonna hide behind, I don't know, his mask. Don't let your aim ever stray, and if all your hopes survive, destiny will arrive. Bring all your dreams alive for you. Okay. Woo! Wheel of Fortune. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. This also feels like a kind of a risk thing, just like the Fool. It's kind of like, ooh, I'm going to take all my chances on you. That's what I keep hearing. I'm going to take all my chances on you. Because there's this magic thing. Okay. Let's do a little Beltane oracle here. Oh yeah, I need to tell you. I need to do that reading. Oh my God, guacamole. So much work to do, and I need to tell you about that. Manifestation. Look at that. You're bringing in exactly what you desire. Good job. Sometimes they come as a breeze upon your fingertips. At other times, they dwell in the depths of your soul. It's a dance between you and spirit as the magic unfolds. It's interesting because the pick a card that I chose with the keynote about your person of interest or whatever, I guess was how they felt or like what they were going to do. This card came out and she was all excited about it. She's like, oh, they're coming through. You know, they're coming. This is so romantic. I'm like, it is romantic. Okay. I trust you. I don't know if it was Kino or maybe it was somebody else, but they read it as a very romantic thing. So, manifestation is happening all of the time, whether you know it or not. Every word, thought, feeling, and action is in alignment with the energy of a future manifestation. This may seem ominous, for surely no one can control every passing thought. But with practice, you can shift your general perspective to that your words, thoughts, and feelings and actions are aligned with your goals. So it's a subtle shift at first, such as choosing to smile instead of frown, or supporting the success of others rather than speaking or spreading gossip. With time, you will begin to unconsciously choose the behavior that supports your dream, and this is where the manifestation is happening. In the moment between the spells and the ceremonies, and is in these in between moments that you remind the universe your commitment to your intentions. Manifestation has entered your spread because you have not followed through on your commitment to your goals, which could be indicated by choosing anger when you have set an intention for kindness or dwelling in a feeling. Now, I'm not saying this, like, I feel like all of us go through periods where we are very focused and then for some reason we get cloudy or we doubts come in or we have bad self-talk or whatever, and that affect if we're actually trying to manifest something in, we know intuitively those things don't work, but yet we do them anyway because we forget or we go back into bad habits. So it's about like refreshing your habits. It's never too late. It's just you just have to remind yourself to stay on the path of positivity, and observe yourself even in the in between times. Like they're saying, manifestation is not just about a ceremony or a ritual. It's about every day, the way you see or the way you attract this. Of course, not without being obsessive, like that other card. But it's basically trying to encourage you to examine how you can be more in alignment with what you seek. And if you're seeking love, then it's love that you got to send out to the world. And if you're seeking wealth, then you must focus on areas of your life which you already feel a sense of abundance. And if it's success, then after you focus on your previous accomplishments and you seek the path of positive expression with, you will begin to flow into a dance of manifestation, allowing the magic to unfold. Ooh, nice. All right. So, Blocky, what shall we focus on tonight? be. I have no idea what my question is, but please, special please, higher self messages. Okay, let's see. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk to you about. Seven of Swords. Interesting start. This gives me like, friends, energy. Look at this lady. I know. Look at this lady in the middle though. She's smiling like almost freakishly with her swords. She's like, and they're like hovering over that one blonde chick. Yeah. Yeah. mm. Okay, so swords represents air signs, honesty, truth telling. But the Seven of Swords represents deception and deceiving. So somebody could be deceiving something. You could be going through a self-deception, but I feel like somebody maybe not as up and up as you think. Maybe. We'll see. And see, this is a social circle. So it's almost like, it kind of feels like the head cheerleader or Mean Girls or something like that, where there's a head of the group, but the head, now like in most of those movies, no, that's not about your vacation. This is about something else. The head of the group is like those movies, the head of the group, obvious, she seems an obvious like villain. But in this case, this is almost like a passive aggressive person who it's hard to tell if they care about you or not, like what they really want, like what's their motivation. So let's find out. Who is it? What is this all about? What does Spirit want to talk to you about? What does your higher self want to tell you? Maybe it's saying don't sabotage yourself. Ooh, I wonder if maybe about my, like she bitched me out yesterday through email. She's really shaking me and making me doubt if I should be a therapist. Oh. Okay, well, the world card, your client. The world card is telling you that yeah, you should take a vacation. It's time. And so it's kind of like she's trying, your high future's trying to catch up, not catch up, keep up with you. You keep saying these things, and so she's like, so you said, oh man, Mercury retro, and then she's like, she looks like a sociopath, haha, yeah, oh god, I should not have booked that. And in the middle of it describing Seven of Swords, you said that. And so this card came out to answer the question about, oh God, I should not have booked my vacation. And your higher self is saying, no, you're good. You're good, Guaki. You should, and you need a vacation. Yes. And yeah. So back to mean client. Let's see what mean client is. Is this going to be in problem or anything? I don't think so, though. Let's see. Anything from higher self? What else? Okay. Seven of Wands. Yeah, okay. Higher self's like, this person, this client, nobody real. She's not really important. Flush her words down the toilet. Don't let it impact your mental health at all. Like, don't let it impact you. Oh. She's telling me to tell you about this TikTok that I saw. Okay, so in the TikTok, okay, was it Selma Hayek? But it was a Spanish speaking lady, and she's like, she's okay. Here. Okay, sad girl. Here, replay the scene this way. I'm gonna help you. Okay, so Spanish lady said the best way to get around like haters or people who say mean things to you is see it as if they're speaking a different language. So if somebody is like in your face yelling at you in a language you don't understand, let's just say Spanish. I don't know if you understand Spanish, but let's pretend you don't. Somebody's yelling at you, maybe not yelling, but just going in Spanish in your face, and you're like, yeah, you don't know what to do because you don't understand. So you kind of like laugh to yourself, and you're like, okay, okay, see ya, and you just walk away, and you just think, okay, that was weird, and I don't know how to take it, but I didn't understand what they say, and you walk away. She's saying if you approach all those kind of like mean words like that, like you don't understand, because they're not for you. You understand that, right? The words are not for you. The words are a projection, a discontent, whatever. She's not content with herself. She's projecting onto you. So it is in a kind of a way to look at it as if she's speaking a foreign language because it's not meant for you to absorb as in that way. So just look like so. Next time you see her, you can maybe see her like a little alien going beep, beep, or Charlie Brown's wah 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 wah. That will make you laugh. You look at her and hear that voice in your ear. Wah 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 wah. And you'll be like, you're funny. Anyway, I know you read the email, so it's different. So okay, so you gotta find a way to like, when you send me emails and, it's like conversations with people with, like Korean or whatever, and people speaking different languages, like, oh, that's real pretty. They must have been saying a lot of interesting things. Like, it looks pretty to me. It's just beautiful, the letters, and, and sometimes the little emojis are stuck in between the letters. I'm like, oh, that looks nice. I have no idea what they're saying in those texts, but it looks nice. It's take it that way. Just like look at her email like it's a bunch of little symbols in Russian or something like that, and it's like, okay, I don't know what she's saying, but she must be saying something nice. What else would she be saying? She might, like, because I know I do a good job, and it looks pretty. Look at the shape of all the letters. It looks so nice. It's nice. Anyway, basically, your future self is saying, just flush it down the toilet. Put the email in the trash can. The trash where it belongs. If you had instead of a little shape of a trash can where you throw things away, maybe you could find a shape of a toilet. See, you got the Wheel of Fortune. She's like, you're going to receive whatever you put out into the universe, you will receive back to you. And she's like, Hashtag Mercury retrograde. Sorry, girl. This is not gonna be an easy time, but I'm here for you if you need me. uh, things are just gonna feel a little bit more pronounced than usual, and a little like rockier. It's gonna feel like motion sickness or yeah. So vacation is definitely is a good plan for you. And keep a positive attitude, just like that last card that came out for Elia. It's like if you want love, then give love. So don't worry about people saying rude shit. It's just a foreign language. Just continue to give love like you always do, and it'll come back to you. This is TMI, but I had diarrhea today. Talk about a roller coaster. Well, yeah, like, yeah, my bowels have not been very consistent either. It's like, what's happened? I used to be so like on time every morning, the same thing, and nothing like uh, in a bad way. And lately, things have been like in a weird way. So we got the Ace of Pentacles. That's good. Don't be scared. Don't worry. Future self is saying you it's this wheel, but look at this wheel. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Well, it's landing on the Ace of Pentacles, which means financial stability, security, commitments, feeling safe, feeling comfortable, feeling and also a new fresh starts, a new happy place. Um, these two together could also represent you exploring different avenues, but within the same genre of your career. I think this vacation might help you with the change of scenery, give you some like insight and inspiration of maybe a direction that you would like to go in. Let's try one more. Even my cat. I'm like, what is in your litter box? What have you been eating? The same old thing. Like, what's going on with us? Also, I feel like I'm ovulating. I'm like, I'm 53 years old. Why am I ovulating? It's like, stop, Cherry. What is going on? Okay. But I turned that over. That looked pretty though. Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. The food. So you're gonna look at that though. Look at all this. You got money. You got your lotions, your potions, your makeup, your wallet. You got everything you need to travel. You're good. You're packing not light. No. Don't forget stuff. Don't like be in such a hurry that everything flies out of your bag. But yeah, it's like don't let the doors let me in the face as you walk. Yeah. I feel like a little bit you might be a little bit eager, so don't overlook things, but I think you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine on the little vacay. Yeah. Don't forget sunscreen, young lady. And you might need some kind of perfume when you go out dancing or something. I don't know. You might need some nail clippers. So the Page of Swords. Somebody's going to come by and tell you the truth about something. Or be kind of blunt. Oh, might be the girl. There are going to be other blunt people, unnecessarily blunt information coming through sometimes. People just they just don't know how to hold back sometimes. But I think you're good. You're good now. You can ignore these people. They're just children. If you see them as just like a kid that doesn't know how to express themselves, so they just say poo poo, whatever comes out of their mouth. Look how they're like making the wall all dirty. Come on, stop dirtying up the wall. Like, your hands are muddy. Go wash your hands. I get really annoyed. Like, I have these beautiful white towels. There's my spa towels that are in the bathroom. For people to use when they've taken a bath, to wrap themselves up in this beautiful white fluffy towel that's nice and clean. And I don't know, somebody keeps on dirt. Like, why is there dirt on my white towels? Like, don't you wash your hands first before you dry them on the towel? You're not supposed to be drying them on this towel anyway, but you still, if you do use this towel, your hands should not be dirty. Anyway, I figured it out, but it was annoying. You're not gonna go dancing, but you'll take your deodorant. Don't be sensitive. That just drives me nuts. It does. Dirty hands, dirty feet. It's like, oh, come on, people. Like, I don't wipe my face on towels in this house anymore. I get a paper towel. It's like, I don't know, like, what people are putting on their towels. Towels are supposed to be after you're clean. You don't come home all sweaty and then go grab one of those towels. Like, no. Stop it. So, okay, so let's see what else. So that could be it. And you might, like, OCD might bubble up inside you. You might have a little bit of OCD when getting your stuff together to travel. And as you're traveling, you might go a little OCD. It's like it's kind of good. It's like attention to detail is good in Mercury retrograde, but you might take it to a whole new level. Yeah, you're not gonna let Mercury retrograde get the better of you. You're gonna let your OCD protect you. Full stop. All right. Let's see. Luz, I'm right there with you, Guac. I'm very sensitive. I know, me too. Oh, look at that. You got the Maiden. The main card came out for you, Miss Maiden. So, demand what is yours and take back what was taken. Reclaim until you have gathered all of you. Good. Oh, I got goosebumps. So what do you do in retrograde? You reclaim. You do things that start with R-E. Like reclaim. And vacation is just what you need to reclaim that was what's taken away from you. Like replenish your energy and help yourself feel good again. So, yep. Take back the power of the maiden. In many ancient cultures, maidens were considered to be divine manifestations on earth. Many oracles were left sexually pure, but were also considered to be powerful beings who had direct channels to the gods. Over the years, maidens have been reduced to being people who need to be saved or supported by a stronger, more masculine being. But we say a maiden is someone who is on the cusp of embracing her freedom and is ready to enter the world as a sacred being. This is like your evolution. This is your ascension. Maiden brings you an invitation to stand at the gates of your increasing power. You are guided to reclaim your inner warrior. Your future self, your higher self she's like really wants you to feel proud and be strong. She's like, girl, you are a maiden. Don't even listen to anybody else. You're like a goddess. You're ascending. You're just like above it all. Don't even go there. Don't even lower yourself to their level. They're nothing. They're toilet water. So, yeah. Anyway, perhaps You are guided to reclaim your inner warrior, your divine feminine energy, and your primal force of creativity. Perhaps you are afraid of how powerful you truly are. You can feel it in your bones, but worry it will spin out of control, or maybe you were taught to reduce your power so as not to scare others away. I feel like that sometimes. I feel like I might scare people away if I really tap too deep into my power. There are many prisons placed on wild women by those who are afraid to embrace the strength of a woman unleashed. But to reduce the strength within you is to dampen your soul's purpose in this lifetime. Within this force lies all you need to make your dreams a reality. Oh, and Kino's reading came to me to just now. In one of the readings that I watched, it said that um that I would there might be an envious person around me, and instead of being supportive, they will try to knock you down because they know that you're so talented and so powerful. So that's what some people just do. That's just they're out of their envy, they knock you down. They try attempt to, like, you're not going to let them, but they attempt to knock you down and put you to make you feel inferior, and where because you are actually quite lofty and high above and shiny and special, unlike anybody else, very unique and beautiful and brilliant. Like, so much so that you don't even see it in yourself. There's a lot of people that do see it in you. You don't always see it in yourself. And then there's people that see it and they're jealous, and then they try to convince you that it's that you're not that, you know? Yeah, right? Right, Giggles? So yeah. So the maiden has companions. I don't know, like, maiden is of special importance of if chant, primal indulgence, or goddess are also within your reading, as these are powerful feminine energy that will guide you to embrace your truth and worth. So if this card ever comes out with those other ones, chant, primal indulgence, or goddess, then that amplifies the maiden energy. And it's also 22. So year 2022, this is your year. And I feel like sometimes we go through these little mini challenges of dealing with naysayers and people who want to put us down as kind of a test of our fortitude and our strength and our inner power. Yeah, your higher self is totally in this card. She's really, really getting you to see who you are now. I mean, this is you in your future, but this is who you are now as well, because you were both past, present, and future all in one. And you are mighty, and you're amazing. I love Quacky Molly. I love you. I love you, Guacamole, and I hope you have a wonderful vacation. So, I'll help plan it with you. I'll give you some. I'm gonna get your reading to you. So I did Rosie's reading right before this, but it's uploading. That's the other thing. It's like I can do readings, but then I also have to deal with technology and how long things take to upload. And yeah, so that one's uploading, and then so I guess I'll get to it in the morning. I gotta take Sammy to work, but I'll get around to it, you guys. And other readings. I have all these things floating in my head, and just like all these ideas, and not always all the time that I want to bring them to life. But so that's kind of what my message was from Kino, was kind of like, don't let people make you dim your lights. I had that too. And it's not always about numbers. It's never about numbers, really. What you don't put the importance, don't put that in, as the importance. Put the importance in the joy of what you're doing. And if you don't enjoy it, then find something that you will enjoy, or just keep focusing on the things that you do enjoy. So that's what I have to keep looking at too. Yeah, I'm a busy mama. I'm a busy mama. But you know, this is kind of my like my last baby. Got to get him driving and all set with his contacts and work so he can like feel independent, and then all three of my babies will be independent. Now if they all they don't have to leave, but at least I want them to be independent so that if I leave they don't feel like, you know, they'll perish without me. Not that I'm leaving, but you know what I'm saying, like vacations and stuff, because I need my own vacation as well. Woohoo! My mom will come with you. Nice. That sounds fun. Hey, Queen Sugar. Yeah. Gotta make sure all my babies, my birdies, ready to fly the nest. So, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night now. I am ready to chill out. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Guacamole, again for your help and your support. Thank you all for your generosity in helping this channel stay afloat. Night, night, Queen Sugar. Sweet dreams. One of these days, we're going to have to catch up and see how life is. Everybody still likes those love notes I'm always getting. What are those texts? All right. See you guys next time. And, you know, have a lovely Mercury retrograde. Remember, do things that start with re, and be prepared to do plan B, and don't be so fixed on outcomes, and cross your eyes. No, cross your T's and dot your I's. Definitely don't cross your I's and dot your T's, because that would mean you let Mercury retro get the better of you. So cross your T's and dot your I's, and have a lovely retrograde. I'll see you Friday to check in on you and see how this week has gone. Ooh, and Friday I think is our solar eclipse, so that should be fun too. I just kind of want to like go hibernate, you know. Mercury retrograde makes me want to just like not be social and just kind of hide out, but then I thought I did all my social engagements with, you know, the German singing stuff. But now I've got graduations and things like that to go to. I'm like, oh. All right. If you gotta graduate, I guess I'll go to your graduation, nephew. You guys have a lovely evening. Sorry, Cassidy. We'll find out more about your situation. I'm sending you love too. All right, everybody. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.